In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NBA matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We start with Miami versus Oklahoma City, and the number immediately tells you how wide the gap is here. Oklahoma City is laying 14 at home while Miami is catching 14, and that's a massive cushion for a Heat team that tends to shorten games when they're double-digit dogs. Oklahoma City is clearly the superior side overall, but this is a classic spot where the market inflates the spread due to public perception and recent form. Miami doesn't need to win this game. They just need to stay competitive. With a total sitting at 232, this projects as a slower half-court game than the number suggests. The pick here is Miami plus 14, and we're pairing that with the under 232. Next up is Washington versus Phoenix, and Phoenix is laying 14 at home, which tells you everything about how the books view the Wizards right now. Washington has been one of the least reliable teams in the league away from home, and Phoenix is priced as a heavy favorite for a reason. This is not a great matchup for Washington's defensive profile, and Phoenix doesn't need to push pace to cover this number. The total is 228, which is slightly inflated for a game where one side is expected to control tempo. We're laying the points with Phoenix minus 14, and we're taking the under 228. Now we move to Milwaukee versus Denver, one of the most interesting games on the board. Denver is actually catching 2.5 at home, which tells you the market still heavily respects Milwaukee despite the altitude edge. Denver at home is a different animal, and this is a spot where the Nuggets tend to dictate pace and force opponents into half-court execution. The total is sitting at 223, and this profiles as a grinded-out game rather than a shootout. The value is on Denver plus 2.5, and we're backing the under 223. Atlanta versus Golden State is next, and this line is tight for a reason. Golden State is laying 6 at home while Atlanta is catching 6, and this is a classic Warriors home spot where the market still prices them aggressively. Atlanta has shown they can hang around in these road spots, especially when the pace stays manageable. The total is 232, which feels just a touch high for how Golden State has been playing lately. We're taking Atlanta plus 6, and we're going under 232. Houston versus Sacramento wraps up the slate, and Sacramento is laying 12.5 at home. Houston is clearly the inferior team here, but this is a big number against a Kings team that doesn't always blow teams out when favored by double digits. Houston has enough offense to trade baskets and keep this within range. The total is 222, which feels a little low for two teams that don't mind pushing pace. The picks are Houston plus 12.5 and the over 22. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. Quick recap before we get out of here. We're taking Miami plus 14 and under 232, Phoenix minus 14 and under 228, Denver plus 2.5 and under 223, Atlanta plus 6 and under 232, and Houston plus 12.5 with the over 222. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!